Here we go. Hello, YouTube. Today, our topic is expectations. And I'm here with my good friends, Luana, Newton, Felipe, and Leandro. And I'm gonna starting by asking, Felipe, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Felipe Fadu. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, and I work as a software engineer for an e-commerce platform. I'm studying electronic and computer engineer at UFRJ. I have to finish my final paper to get my degree, but I've already finished all my subjects. So I'm kind of just working during the weekdays, and on the weekends I do my final paper. And I think that's it.
Yeah, it is a really challenge part of college. I cried a lot, but it was worth it. And how about you, Newton?
Hello, I'm Newton. I'm accountant. I live in Rio Grande do Norte, Bahia Formosa City. And as an accountant, nowadays I'm working for a non-profit organization. And I'm here in Talk and Talk in order to improve my English. I love English, and I intend to improve my English in order to talk with people. Here I will have many foreign people in Bahia Formosa, and I'd like to have opportunities to talk with people here in English.
Pretty good. Thank you, Newton. And Luana, I kind of asked you before to introduce yourself, but could you do it for the internet? Just to...
Yes. Good evening. My name is Luana. I am 25 years old. I'm from Salvador, Bahia. I'm chemistry technician, but now I'm graduating in chemical engineering. The next year, I will finish my graduation. Basically, that's it.
So you're
And
basically
I'm
a
here.
genius.
No,
Chemistry,
I was like,
so hard.
No, chemistry technician is more chemistry, but the engineering have more mathematics, physics, but not just.
Get it, but it seems really hard, even though it's not only chemistry. Thank you so much. And you, Leandro? Who are you?
Hello, guys. Good evening. I'm 35. I live in Santo André, São Paulo. I'm a technician in building silver buildings. But now I study for the other area. I am a student of computer engineering. I study English. I would like to improve my English to have opportunity to work for companies, stranger companies, international. Here I find the space to talk and learn too much. I like talking. That's it.
Thanks for the feedback. And I think that's the first time I'm talking with you either. So let's have fun today. I hope you like the topic. And I'm gonna start by reading the first question, actually the second one. And I choose the next person, and then you can choose someone to talk after you, okay? So the second question is, what is expectation for you? For me, it is related to your, I wouldn't say hope, but something that you root for that that thing to happen. for example, if you apply for a job, you kind of have the hope that's going to happen because you put out some effort, you prepared for it, and since you expect your actions to have results, and even if it is negative feedback, but you want something from that. And it is related to our beliefs as well, because sometimes our expectations uh, doesn't match the reality, but it is because we see life in a certain way, and we might think that others think the same, but they actually don't. I don't know if I made myself clear, but I think it is something really personal. In long story short, I think it is personal because you can't you can't always think the other person will keep up to your expectations because they have a different perspective of life, a different background, and you have to consider all of these aspects. That's that's my opinion. What do you think, Leandro?
Okay, I agree with you. Sometimes you have an expectation, in this is not you're guilty if you don't realize. I hope continue have a good life, and my expectation is have a good life, physical, mental, healthy, having the base to be happy. But I don't have too much expectation, because sometimes happen in the life, and you need to have feelings to do with this. I agree. We need to have plans and do plans, but it's important to have plan A, plan B, because sometimes you don't have what do you want. That's it.
I'm with
Okay.
you on this one. Can you choose someone now? Okay.
Okay. Newton.
Okay. I'm here and talk. I'm here for a friend that indicated me to be here, and I think talk is has a quality in this service to train people in languages, and I think it's more affordable than the others, and with quality. So I'm 2 or 3 months here, and I have trained very well my English here. That's it.
I'm really happy to know that. You don't know how much. And I'd like to know your opinion about expectations. What is expectations to you?
Okay. To in talking good English with confidence, and improve grammar. Even though we don't have here a grammar class, but as you talking, as you have conversations, you can improve. So I think when I hear we are trained, and after the class we remember something wrong, some mistakes, and we are improving our English here. This is my expectation here.
I agree. I think we can always learn and make the mistakes that something we can be proud of our journey with the language, even though we make
Yeah.
mistakes, we can always go do better with our learning. And could you choose someone to answer the question?
Luana?
To me, expectation is when we hope something bad or good about situations that will happen in the future. And I think it's something natural. Maybe we don't have any control about it, but it can be stronger or not. It can be affect us more or less. Like I create many expectations about everything, so it makes me feel nervous and anxious. So I need to control this feeling. But in the general situations, expectations are good things and feelings.
I agree. Like you said, it gives us hope to expect for the better. Yeah. And you, Felipe, do you agree with the guys?
Yes, I agree with you all. And for me, expectation is what you expect, right? Based on your point of view. So you can, as Luana said, you can set your expectations high or low, and it affects everyone on your own way. So you can, I try to not to set my expectations so high, but we keep thinking about the future, right? So it's not, it is natural, as she said, but we can, it is hard to manage our feelings, to not keep thinking so much about the future and not live the present. So we have to consider it.
Yeah, I agree. It's like Leandro said about he wants a healthy life, have enough money, but he doesn't feel like he should conquer the world. No, like he can be happy in his own way with his family and with a simple life as well. Yeah. And I'm gonna go to question number 3 now. Leandro, would you like to read this question? Can you start?
Okay, no problem. Do you create a lot of expectation about things you want? I have learned that is not good. Create a good expectation, but sometimes is natural. What Luana said, it's natural. I agree with it, with here. But create too much expectation, maybe when this don't happen, make you feel bad, feel anxiety. I prefer do plans, concrete plans, but I nowadays I have maturity to think that when I more younger, I created many expectations about some things, and yeah, the life is a good school. Yes,
perfect.
sometimes you need have other choice to other chance to choice and the other way, and that's it. That's it. The life. I agree. If you have good expectations, you need need time to do this. Sometimes you need money to do this. But for me, my lesson is don't create too much expectation. Create plans. It's better. Okay. I choose you, Sarah. Can you?
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
answer?
I do. I'm like Luana. I create a lot of expectations. My head doesn't stop creating expectations. I think the current one I can share is about my professional life. I talked about this with Felipe a lot because that is something that is really currently my main concern in my life. So I create expectations about it, about doing something that I feel like I'm useful and I'm actually good at, not only something that I'm doing just to earn money. I think that is really important to have a purpose, to feel like you're giving your contribution to it doesn't necessarily have to be the word, but a community of people like here. That's a way of learning, of sharing something that that you can make the group, the world a little better because of it. And yeah, I think my expectations are high, but I'm trying to be more like Leandro, find the balance, that's really important. And you, Luana?
As I said, I create many expectations, but I'm learning with the situations, and I will share with you a case in my professional life. Last year, I was in an internship, and someone offers me a job, and I was so nervous because I didn't know if I don't know if I go to the job. I still in my internship. In the end, I was not approved in the interview, and my internship over. So I created many expectations, but anything happened. So after that, I'm trying to be more relaxed and just live. What needs to happen will happen, and I'm doing like Leandro. I'm doing more plans. I'm trying to. I don't want to create many expectations. I want to create my plans and follow them.
It is a great advice. We should write this down for sure. And you, Newton, what's your
I agree with,
answer?
I agree with friends that talk about I don't like to create many expectations about things because we can suffer before the time, and we'll have to have plans and projects, but not to create strong expectations. Because as Luana said, something can be wrong and you will suffer. And I don't. It's not good for you to make you very expectations, many expectations about something. I think we have to live day by day with a plans project, but not creating expectations that you can suffer in the future for it. My opinion.
Yeah, pretty good. You said that all. I have nothing to add. And you, Felipe?
I agree with you. I set some expectations because I think it's good to imagine a future that you would like, so you can make a plan to achieve it. But I try to not keep thinking about it all the time. That's what Newton said, right? We cannot keep thinking about it and suffer with it. So I try to set my expectations not so high, and if it doesn't happen, that's okay, because haven't you haven't set it so high, right? And but yes, an expectation that I was in the beginning of the year was to get my degree at the middle of this year. And now we are in the middle of the year, and I don't know if I will get my degree at the end of the year. So that's the expectation that I've set, and it didn't occur. And I hope it occurred at least at the end of the year. But if it won't happen, that's okay too. It will happen in the next year. That's it.
And just have a optimistic vision of life. It's really good for us to stay healthy in our minds, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. My fingers are crossed for you to finish your graduation.
Great.
Best of luck. Luana, I'd like to ask you to read the question number 5, because the fourth we mentioned something about it.
Yes.
Would you read?
Do you think it's good to create expectation? I think it's really good when we create good expectations about something, but not high expectations. Real expectations is better, because if something happens or not, we will be really happy if it's happening, but we will not so sad if something wrong happened. So I think it's good. I think it's good have maybe bad expectations in some situations too. It's necessary not to be a negative person, but to be more realistic about the situation, how we live, where we live.
Yeah, to be prepared for the worst case scenario. It's really something we learn from life, like Leandro mentioned, something about the school of life, and I totally agree with him. Newton, what do you think about this question, number 4?
In my opinion, we have to have a optimistic view of life. We don't be negative, but I, with a carefully attitude about expectations, plans, but with a optimistic view, like when you have a plan, you have to believe that you can do something, to prepare to do something, but not with, again, as Luna said, not high expectations. Well, we have to I don't know in English, pés no chão, but you have to be optimistic, but with care in this case of expectations and so
I agree with you. Have a good point. And since Luana mentioned something about it, having the control of our expectations, it is something really mature to do, but it's not always easy. What do you think about this, Leandro? What's
Okay.
your opinion?
I think when things happen, life's gone on, no? Right? I had one time. I hope it have a graduation in civil engineering, but things happen. I didn't finish my course. I need to. I don't say when I talk this in English. Trancar, né? And life goes on. After I have interest in the other area. Now I study for IT. That's it. You don't need to do preoccupied because expectative, anxiety because you have bad expectation. I think I agree. Do you need have dreams? But you need to have good plans to achieve your dreams. That's it. If you it don't happen, when do you like it? Life's going on. That's it.
Go ahead, Felipe. What do you think about this question?
Yes, I think it's good to create expectations, but just to dream a little about it, right? What would you like to happen if everything goes fine, right? So I think it's good to create expectation, but it's what the other people have said. So we have to be down to earth, right? And not just dream, but have plans to achieve a goal. And if it goes wrong, or if it doesn't go like you happen, you wish, it's fine too, right? Because we cannot stop our lives and cannot stop our lives and be sad about it. Like it is a lot of things that are not under our control.
Yeah, well said. That makes me crazy, but it's true. I can't control everything. I was thinking like having expectations keep us alive because it's good to have something to hope for, but it could also kill us with disappointment. So it's not something we should do uh, with no control. We should try to adjust them to our reality, you know. And I want to do this one of the meetings, like being the difference between being optimistic or being a pessimist and being realistic. So there is a fine line between, you know, the difference. It's not so big between being pessimistic and realistic. And I want to talk about this in one of the meetings. So when I do put the questions there, you can you can join the meeting so we can talk about this a little bit more. I'd like to go to question number 6 because so we can change a little bit about the train of thought. Question number 6 is: are the most of your expectations being met or not? Luana, are you being able to accomplish your goals, what you expect in life?
I didn't understand the question.
Okay. Are your expectations being met? That means that you're getting the things you expect to accomplish. Like, I wanted to get a new job. Did you get the job? Or I wanted to learn to cook. Did you learn? You know, if you're being able to get the things you want.
My expectations now in this moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I have many expectations.
Choose some.
Okay. I have expectations and I'm making plans about this. I wanna be an internship in other country, so I'm improving my English. I'm searching for being more fluently in English. I wanna do a master degree in the next year about how can I say, resistant material engineer, where I will search about biomass, organic materials, things like this. And that's the main expectation right now.
So you are going to accomplish in the future. That is something that you have plans, right?
Yes.
I understand. And how about you, Felipe? Are your expectations being met?
I think most of them, yes, but not all, like my degree, as I said. But some of them, yes, like in the beginning of the year, right after I finished my subject, it occurred in March, I think, because our semester is messed due to the pandemic. But as soon as I finished my subjects, I started to search for platforms to learn English. So that's expectation that has been met, right? So I'm now TNT. I'm improving my English. So I think most of them was met, were met, right? And now I have more time to stay with my family and to relax a little bit. I can sleep earlier than when I was doing a lot of assignments and exams. So it was those were things that I was expecting, and after I finished it, it really happened. So I think most of them were met.
Pretty good. I'm happy for you. Leandro, what about your expectations?
Okay, I guess having little expectations is more general expectations are more easy to work to have achieved, because my generic, for example, small goals, getting job, completing some course, do some trip, get a companion, girlfriend, boyfriend. It's easy to take. But some expectations is more difficult. You need plans, great plans. Because for this, I don't like have many expectations. But I think it happen sometimes. A few expectations. For example, it's possible. Have expectation, speak English in 6 months. If I have these expectations, I think it's impossible. In the final of 6 months, I be frustrated because I don't achieve this expectation. I need realistic plans. Expectations with plans is good. Expectations within plans is better. That's it.
Yeah, like but I have to disagree with you. Finding a job, it's not a small goal, because it is so hard. You have to be prepared for a lot of different styles of companies. In my opinion, of course, it is really hard. But I guess I get your point. And just have my answer really quickly. I was thinking about what Philippe said about English. The January 3rd, I wrote a letter to my future self that I will read the next year on January as well, in January actually. And I wrote that I wanted to improve my English, that I want to speak more freely, and I can see that's happening, because the beginning of the year I wasn't speaking at all, like just with myself. It doesn't count so much. And I wanted to start speaking French as well. And I've been attending to the meetings here on Talk and Talk, and it's been great. So you can meet your expectations if you have the tools to do it, like the platform or someone who helps you. And I think that is really important to recognize when you can achieve your goal, because that keeps you motivated and happy and ready for more, to stay happy and always hoping for the best. Yeah, that's it. And how about you, Newton? Oh, you answered, right? Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
This question.
No problem.
Okay.
I think I'm retired now, and I think the most of my expectations in life I achieved. For example, now I'm living in Rio Grande do Norte. I lived in São Paulo, and I dreamed a lot of time ago to live here. I don't like São Paulo's weather. São Paulo's weather. I think it's so cold. I hate cold weather, and pollution. The the life, the way of life, and a big city like São Paulo. And I dreamed to live in the north of Brazil, and I achieved this goal. Um, I have a good family, my sons. I have 5 grandsons, and I think the most of things I achieved, thank God.
Such a great feeling, right? You can look to your life, to your past and your present and be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to know that. And I hate cold weather too. I like to go to the beach and to be outside. So
Yeah.
cold weather, it's not so pleasant to be in the rain, right? Let me see. Question number 5. Yeah, we have time for one more. Okay, how do you deal when your expectations aren't okay? When your expectations aren't met, when you can accomplish something that you've been expecting for. Felipe, how do you react?
I think it's okay, right? We at the first time we are not so happy, right? We are sad, but it usually occurs because you have set your expectations higher than you should. So so that's why it's not good. So it's kind of frustrating, but that's life, right? We cannot be so sad because we cannot control everything. And that's it. I can deal with it in the best way possible. I think I try to. Right. When was the last time this happened to you? I think it was. I've said it in the middle of this year. I thought I would have finished my undergraduation, but it won't happen. It won't. No, it didn't happen. And I'm okay with it because I could run and pass all night doing my final project. Yes, I could, but I'm doing it for the past 6 years, so I don't need to run for it, right? I thought I'm already employed. I have a good work. I'm not going to I'm not going to leave my family anymore just to stay all the weekends doing my final paper, right? I can delay it a little bit and spend more time with them.
For sure, you need to have a life.
Yes, I was doing it for a lot of years subsequently. I need the time now.
Take your time. I agree. And guys, I'm gonna bring people back, but we're gonna have 1 more minute to have an answer. Maybe Luana, would you like to add something to this question or no? You can go.
When I'm frustrated about something related to expectations, in beginning, I'm trying to change my focus to other things that will important to me. And then I try to, like, something that I was expecting don't happen. I will try to do this happen. Like some interview, some job don't happen. I will search and I will find something that will be good or best than the other that I was not approved. And it's happened with me in the situation that I share with you in the beginning.
Did you find a better
Yeah,
job?
I
Oh,
found.
that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Best of luck to your journey. So we didn't have time for everyone to answer this last question, but it's because I gotta hear the others from the breakout rooms. How was the conversation, Larissa?
And it was a good conversation. It was a pleasure to be with the guys.
Okay, and I have a question for you. Do you think it is good to create expectation?
Yes and no, because I am very anxious, but I like to create the expectation and dream about the things, my plans, you know. It's good and not at the same time.
It is the best answer we have here because you can take the best of the both words. Thank you. And Gustavo, how was the conversation for you?
Fine. It's always nice to talk with people, see other points of views. So it was nice talking.
And question number 8, why do you think we create expectations?
I think it is a way of us imagine us in that position. So you can see if not that's gonna be real, but you can see like, oh, if I go there, it's gonna be this way and that way. So oh, in my mind is nice, so I will try that. And if I see that, oh, nah, I don't like it, so I'm not gonna follow this path, so I'm gonna do other stuff. So it's a kind of way that we imagine ourselves in that position. I think so.
Yeah, great explanation. I haven't thought about in this way. I I think you have a great point. Thank you. And Mario, it was your how it was your experience?
Well, it was a very good experience. Before this class, I imagine it will be everyone together in a single class. So I was worried about timing speaking, but when we divide in small groups, it got great. It was a great class, great immersion.
Yeah, the groups are the best way of giving people more time to speak and to interact in a more natural way. And I have a question for you. Okay.
Okay.
How do you deal when your expectations are not met? Like when you
Well,
can't accomplish something.
I just try to understand why I didn't achieve my goal, and to learn something about it. But I don't think it's good to overthinking about it, because if you keep thinking and thinking about something bad, you get down, and it's not bad uh, for anything. So I just keep going. I try to learn about it and keep going.
Yeah, Leandro mentioned in our room about the school of life, and I really kept this thought to myself because we are always learning something with experiences by living, actually. And I shared with you the links, the Forest survey. You know it already because I keep talking about it every single meeting. And you can give your feedback, a score to this meeting. You can suggest topics. The second one, it is to YouTube. Luana, you can see yourself speaking. You get used to your voice, because if you if you are here every week, you're gonna, okay, my voice is kind of nice because I'm on YouTube every week and I'm okay with that. But the first week it can be challenging. I understand that. I'd like to know your opinion. We have 2 minutes to finish the meeting. I'd like to know your opinion. Did you like it? How do you feel talking in English with these people who are really nice, actually? Go ahead. Yeah.
It's for me, it's a question.
Luana.
Oh, well, sorry.
No
I
worries.
like it, the experience. I did this last year, but I didn't remember how it functioned. And I really like, most of the time I'm a little shy, so I don't know how to speak with other people. So I think in our group, we could create a good discussion about these topics. So it was really rich.
Okay, so don't disappear again. Keep coming.
Okay.
If you really like that, you should come back and be with us. I'm always so happy to be here. You have no idea. That's the best part of my day, being here on Talk with you. And that's it for now. We're gonna end things up, but I'm gonna see you on Monday or in the other meetings as well. You are invited to join. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. See ya.
See you.